Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once more. My name is Adam. In today's video, we are going to talk about some updates that has to do with Antoine, Semenyo, Mohammed, Kudus. We are also going to talk about Thomas Partey, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. Quickly, let's jump into it. The year is coming to an end, and these are a few statistics of the English Premier League this season so far. And I want to begin with Mohammed Kudus. Mohammed Kudus tops when it comes to most dribbles in the English Premier League. He tops with 41 successful take-ons. And this is huge because last season he topped. And now the season so far, after 16 games, he is still topping. Meanwhile, Mohammed Kudus did not play about 5 games for West Ham. This is serious. Our star boy is really doing well with West Ham, even though they are not having the best of seasons. Also, when you take a look at the list, 9th, we have Abdul Fattah Ishaha. I mean, my boy, he is doing so well this season with Leicester City in the English Premier League. That is his first time playing, and he's there, 9th. I'm happy for him also. And you also can see Semenyo. Semenyo is 4th, and he completed 35 take-ons, and which is good. We have 3 Ghanaian players when it comes to successful take-ons in the English Premier League. This is crazy. Our players are good, especially when they're playing for their club side. We just hope that they can bring this when they play for the national team. But then Kudus is leading the charge when it comes to most successful take-ons in the English Premier League. And I'm still staying on Mohammed Kudus. Yesterday, I talked about Arsenal having talks with West Ham on the possibility of signing Mohammed Kudus. January is getting closer, and the January transfer window means that a lot of clubs have started putting in preparation to start pursuing their targets. And what we hear is that Liverpool and Newcastle United have also spoken to West Ham about Mohammed Kudus. So Mohammed Kudus currently, he's getting interest from 3 clubs: Arsenal, Liverpool, and also Newcastle United. Let's see what happens in January. I believe it's going to be a very long one. Mohammed Kudus, I mean, he's a very good player, but then, like this season, things are not really going on well for him. He's also having a bit of, confusion between him and the coach. So let's see what the player decides by January. So, guys, that is the update that has to do with Mohammed Kudus. Moving away from that, Thomas Partey. Yes, Thomas Partey was also named in the end of year list when it comes to the English Premier League, statistics so far. Thomas Partey is part of the players with the most tackles this season in the English Premier League so far. He placed 9th, and he has completed a total tackle in the English Premier League with 28 successful tackles. Same for Trent Alexander-Arnold and same for Wilfred Ndidi. So Thomas Partey is 8th, and I'm happy for him because this season he's playing regularly. This season he's playing different position and proving his importance to Arsenal. He plays as a right back. He plays as a midfielder. I mean, these 2 positions have really helped him to be part of the list of players who have completed tackle the most in the English Premier League so far this season. 28 successful tackles, and I'm happy for the player. I'm happy for Thomas Partey. But then when it comes to Thomas Partey's transfer, things are not really going on well. Arteta wants Thomas Partey to stay. Arteta wants Thomas Partey to extend his contract. So he is fighting for Thomas Partey when it comes to that angle. But then Arsenal also taking a look at Thomas Partey's age and also his injury history. Thomas Partey will be 32 years next year. And Thomas Partey's contract runs from now until June 2025. So you understand why Arsenal is like they are pulling their legs and everything. But then Arsenal have spotted Thomas Partey's replacement. Now, this player plays for Sevilla, and his name is called Lucien Aguame. He's a French player. He's 22 years of age and a very good player of that matter. And because of that, trust me, Arsenal are pulling their legs, they are dragging their feet on whether to extend Thomas Partey's contract or not. But then the talk is still ongoing. Anything could happen. Thomas Partey is proving himself this season time after time, playing different position, being fit this season. So to me, I believe Thomas Partey, he just have to relax. If Arsenal do not extend his contract, there are a lot of clubs who would want Thomas Partey services. Juventus, Barcelona, even Saudi Arabian clubs. So definitely this is one to also, put an eye on. We are also going to bring you updates concerning this one. Let's move away from Thomas Partey and talk about Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo this season, he's doing so well. It just pains me that he's not able to score a lot of goals, because looking at the chances he gets in games for Bournemouth, and he's not clinical, sometimes it pains me. It pains me. But when the season started, he was scoring a lot of goals. But then at the end of the year, that is halfway through the season in the English Premier League, so far he has been ranked 4th in the list of players with the most duels won. Yes, most duels won, whether ground duels or area duels. Antoine Semenyo has been ranked 4th, and he completed a total duel of 105 so far in the English Premier League. That is huge, whether ground balls or area balls. And one big quality of Semenyo is that he's pressing you and then takes the ball off you. What Ahmad does for Manchester United, that is a quality that Semenyo also possesses, and I love it for him. Not only that, he also ranks 8th when it comes to players that have most touches in the opposition box, a total of 92 touches. That is Antoine Semenyo, which is also good. So this season, he's having a lot of touch in the opposition box. Also, when it comes to take-ons, dribbles, which I've already talked about, he ranks 4th. Antoine Semenyo ranks 4th when it comes to total take-ons, with a total of 35 take-ons, 35 completed dribbles. So guys, this is good for our Ghanaian players. They are all over when it comes to players who are doing well in the English Premier League so far this season. So guys, this is the update concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players. Now let's move away from that and talk about the English-born Ghanaian players who play at Chelsea. And I want to talk about 2 players specifically, Josh Kofi Acheampong and also Tyrique George. Now, these 2 players, they featured for Chelsea in the Europa Conference League. Everyone talked about them for days. The good news is that Enzo Maresca and also the technical staff of Chelsea have promoted these players to Chelsea's first team. And you can take a look at the visuals live here on your screen. This has been made possible by Enzo Maresca, pushing players through the academy. And these 2 players have been playing Chelsea since they were 8 years old. And both players have extended their contract with Chelsea. I talked about Josh Kofi Acheampong's own not too long ago. His contract runs until 2029. These are players that Chelsea, they value a lot. They believe that these players are the future. And Enzo Maresca, he is making sure that, Chelsea do not have to go and pay big money for players again. They need to take them from the academy because they have a very good academy. So guys, this is what is going on when it comes to Chelsea. And I'm happy for these 2 players. They are eligible to play for Ghana and also for England. Let's see what happens in the future. I'm with the view that once a player has made up their mind to play for Ghana, why not? There's nothing wrong with it. The Ghana, we just have to do our things well. If you are able to do our things well, we are good to go. As simple as that. If you are able to do our things well, we are good to go. But then I want to end this, since we are talking about end of year statistics and everything. Ghana Black Star, do you know the whole year we have only won 2 games? Yeah, we have only won 2 games. From the time we played AFCON throughout, the winning games, 2. I'm sure, yeah, 2. We've got AFCON, we did not win any game. We did not win any game at AFCON. The qualifiers, the World Cup qualifiers, that was when we won 2 games. Finish. AFCON qualifiers, we did not win any game, which is very, very sad. I believe that we should be doing more. The whole year, the whole of 2024, Ghana has only won 2 games. It's very bad. AFCON, we did not win a single game, which is very bad. Same for the AFCON qualifiers. We did not win a single game. We only won our 2 games. They came in the World Cup qualifiers. It's very, very bad. There's nothing you can say about it. Currently, we rank 70-something. I'm sure it has to go back. It has to go. We should be ranked like 100 because you have been very poor in 2024 as a country. We need to improve on that in 2025. But guys, this is my own takes concerning Ghana and also other updates that has to do with Ghanaian players at the end of the year in the English Premier League so far. So guys, I'll make sure to follow up on most of the transfer updates and bring you the updates live here on SportsCornerGH. My name is Adam. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And Charlie, we go viral.